A very good morning to all of you. Now you have gone through the first and second part of the lesson. It is concerned with Bose, an essay of E.V. Lucas. And in the essay, it is said about the Bose. Bose, we all are Bose. Bose means making or telling boring thing, make others boring. And in the first class we saw we are Bose is because we have got our own ideas and we are trying to impose it on others. And then we saw that egotism is the foundation stone of all Bose because we are so much interested to praise ourselves. Then we saw that when we are interested on ourselves, we want others also to be interested in ourselves. They should listen to us. And then we saw that as we are living in a society, the society which is always progressing, we always think about new things to talk about. We will never spend our time on the past. We are living in the present and we have got various topics to talk with. Now we know the variety of topics on which the Bose go on talking. The most important thing that they will be talking about themselves, that is their house, or about their parents, or about their siblings, or the married person about their partners, about their children, about how they are getting mingled with the people, how they are the center point of the society, how the people come to them for their advice, and how he is just ready to keep away the customs or beliefs. And all these things are their various topics on which they go on talking. And then E.V. Lucas also said that he was talking about the men. About the women, he is not sure of it. And it is up to us to decide. And we know not only men, we all are. All human beings are one way or the other Bose. And in the second part, we saw that why the Bose have got enough listeners. They are happy about two things. That is, the first thing is that they have got enough topics to talk with. The second thing is that they have got enough audience. And why they have got enough audience? It is because of the weakness of the human being or the kindness of the human being. We are never ready to say no to others. If we are aware that a person is a bore, we will try to escape from that person. If we see him coming, we will be just getting away from that person. But once we have got into his company, what are we supposed to do? We have to just listen to him. And some people may be saying some excuse, but only very few will be there to say excuse. They will think, oh, let him go on talking as much as he wants. I am here to listen to him. Whether they listen patiently, whether they understand everything, that is not a problem for the bore. He wants some people to listen to him, that's all. And he will just go on talking without any break. He will not see the irrelevance of the topic, or he will not see the context on which he is talking, or whether the person is interested or not. He wants to just go on talking, that's all. Then today we are going to learn about different types of Bose. In the last class, the last sentence, we learned that only very few people are not Bose. Who are they? That is crafty people. They have got very many other things to do, and so they are engaged with that. And the busy people, they are also engaged with so many other things, and so they haven't got time to talk with others. And these people are seldom bores. Now here we are going to learn the different types of bores. The first one, of all bores, the most repellent specimen is the one who comes close up, the buttonholing bore. So the most or the important one is, the first one is buttonholing bore. Buttonholing, we know what you mean by buttonholing. Button has to be put in a hole so that it will be locked. That means we cannot get separated from this bore. And how do they come close to us? They will be coming very close to us. They will slowly come and sit by the side of us. They start leaning on us. And see, as they sit very close to us, what happens? They will be spreading bird lime on us. What do you mean by bird lime? That is the saliva. That is, while we are talking, we know there is possibility for the saliva to come out of our mouth, and if we are sitting so close by, there is a chance that it fall on us. And see, these people they come very close to us. We cannot just go away from him. He may be keeping his hands on our shoulders, or he will be keeping our hands together. We cannot just escape from that person. That is why it is said buttonholing bore. Then the second one is that the bore will be coming to us telling a funny story. That may not be funny at all for him, or he may think that it is a funny story. But the listener understands that it is not a funny story. But still, he will just go on with it. And the third type, it is said that a person who comes to us and tells that, see, without humor, how will we able to live in this world? That is, without humor, we cannot live in this world. And he even says that it is the humor that made him escape from difficult situation. And the fourth type is a person who says, live and let live. Live and let live. That is, we should understand each other. Live and let live. We are living and we should allow others to live. That is, we are boss, others are also boss. Understand our limitation, and so accordingly we have to live in the society. And even Lucas is ready to say that his father belonged to this fourth group. That is, live and let live. See, he is also talking about him. In the last paragraph he said that he will be the first one to listen to a bore. Now here he says about his father, he belonged to the fourth group of the or fourth type of the bores. Now let us go through the text. Of all bores, the most repellent specimen, repellent means whom we have to keep away from us, but it is not possible, that is another thing. So most repellent specimen is the one who comes close up, the buttonholing bore. The buttonholing, as I said, they are so attached to us. We cannot just keep them away from us. Like the button is put into the hole in order to stick together, they come very close to us and they will never let us live from him. We have to listen to him. This is the kind described by a friend of mine with a vivid sense of praise as the man who spreads bird lime all over you. See, one of his friends described about this buttonholing bore, that this man is a person, or this kind of bore, they spread bird lime on you. Here bird lime means that is saliva. That is when we are sitting close, very close, and there is possibility for the person to spit or some drops of saliva will be coming out, and there is possibility that fall on the person who is sitting very close to us. So one of his friends just commented about this person that he is the one who spreads bird lime all over you. A bow who keeps a reasonable way off can be dealt with, but when they lean on you, you are done. See, if a boar is just away from us, they are not very close, that means their spitting may not fall on us. It's well and good. But if they start leaning on you, that is, if they come very close to you, if they keep their hands on you, if they just bind you together, then we know that you are done, means you cannot just escape from that bow. You are just stick to that person. That is why it is said, you are done. You are done means no escape from such a bow. It is worse when they fix your eyes only a foot away and tell you a funny story that isn't funny. And see, they may be just going on saying funny story, but that may not be funny to the listeners. The person who says, for him it may be a funny, but to the listeners it may not be a funny at all. Nothing is so humiliating as to have to counterfeit laughter at the bidding of a bow, but we do it. See, he is telling something funny, and he will be laughing in between, and so we are also supposed to laugh with him. See, when we are saying, he thinks that it's a joke, and he will be laughing along with, we have to laugh. That is the most sympathetic thing. We know that it is not funny, there is nothing to laugh, but still, in order to please that person, we also have to laugh. And it is said that is the most humiliating thing. When we are quite sure that it is not a funny, it's not necessary to laugh, we have to laugh with the bow who is talking with us. The incurable weakness of benignancy of human nature once again. So in the last paragraph we said that it is the kindness of the human being, the bow has got audience. The same thing it is said, it is the weakness, incurable weakness, we cannot just keep away from us. It is inborn in us, this kindness. We can never say no to others, and just because of this kindness, we have to do such a humiliating thing. Understanding that it is not a funny thing, it is not necessary to laugh, we have to laugh with the bow whom we are listening. So that is the first type. He is such an important one, and so about him so much is said. Now there is the bow who begins a funny story, and although you tell him you have heard it, doesn't stop. The second type, that is, he also will be telling a funny story, and some people will be dare enough to say, see, you have already said this funny story, we have listened to you very many times. Still, he will not stop. Why it is so? As it is said that bows have got enough and more subject to talk with. But still, why he is repeating the same boring story, same funny story, we are not aware. But here, the second type it is said that a bow who says a funny story, and even if he is said, nobody will be there to say, but there are. If someone says that this is a story that you are telling 4, 5, 6 times to us, we have already listened to it, they will never stop. They just continue as if they haven't heard anything of the sort. So then there is a bow who begins a funny story, And although you tell him you have heard it, doesn't stop. What should be done with him? Now see, he is not ready to stop. Now what can we do? We can just sit and listen to him. Another of the worst types of bore is the man who says, where should we be without our sense of humor? Now third type of bore, a person who is coming and telling us that where should we be without our sense of humor? That is, we should have our sense of humor in order to live in this world. If you are not able to enjoy the funny stories told to you, then what is the use of you people living in this world? See, if you have to live in this world, you should have a humor sense. Without humor sense, you cannot live in this world. That is what this type of people say. And he is even capable of saying, nothing but my unfailing sense of humor saved me. He says, I had very many difficult situations, and how could I save myself from such a situation? It is my sense of humor. That is, when we are faced with difficulties, if we have got a sense of humor, we will take it in that way. So he says, it is my sense of humor saved me very many times from the difficult situation. So that is the third type of people. Now the fourth one. There is also the man who says, live and let live, as my poor dear father used to say. Live and let live. See, we have to live in this world, and we have to permit, we have to allow others also to live. That means we are boss, we have to allow other boss also to live. That means when we listen to a bow, other person, the listeners, they have to listen. That is, both people have to support each other. When we talk to others, they have to listen, and we also should give a opportunity for others, the listeners, to talk with you. That is, it should not be one way. We should we should never go on talking, but we should also be listeners. We have to talk with others and we have to listen others. So that both way. So here in this section, we have learned about 4 types of bows. The first one is buttonholing bow. That is like button, they are so much attached. If they are away and talking from a distance, is well and good. But if they come very close to you, if they start leaning on you, if they keep their hands on us, that means we cannot just escape from that person. And he will be the man who spread their saliva on us. And he will be going on telling funny stories that may not be funny at all. And see, the most humiliating thing is that at times he just laughs, telling that it is a humor. Yes, it is a funny thing. We, the listeners, understand that it is not at all funny. It's not necessary to laugh at all. But see, just to please that person, we also do the same. That is, we too join with him in his laughter. And the second type is that there is another type of people. They will be just going on saying with their funny stories. And even if we say that we have listened to these funny stories very many times, they will never stop. They may not even listen to us. They just think that they haven't heard about it and just go on talking. And the third type is that without sense of humor, we cannot live in this world. To live in this world, we should have a sense of humor. Otherwise, we will just fall down, or we will be upset, we will be disappointed when some difficult situation arises. So here such people says that they have escaped or they have come over from this difficult situation just because of their sense of humor. And then the last one is live and let live. That is, everybody is aware that they are boss. As we are boss, we will be boring others. And so, we should give others a chance to bore us. So, that is supporting each other. We have to, when you talk, others listen. And so, when others talk, you have to listen. That is helping each other. These are the 4 types of boss. Now see, we have got some questions concerning this. Now 5th question. What was the compact made by Lucas' acquaintance with the page boy to escape from boss? What was the agreement that whenever this particular person is engaged with a board, the page boy or the messenger or the helping boy has to come and tell him that he is wanted on the telephone. Thus he will be able to go away from this particular board. Then what is the greatest asset of a boy? The greatest asset of a boy is his kindness, simplicity that disarms him. The simplicity, the simple way of living. The simplicity that disarms is the asset of a boy. Then according to Lucas, who are seldom bows? 2 types of people we said, that is astute, crafty men and busy people are seldom bows. Then who is a buttonholing bore? The buttonholing bore is the first type of bore. He will be the person who is coming very close to us. They will start leaning on us, keep hands on us, and we cannot just escape from him. He will be telling funny stories that may not be funny, and the most humiliating thing is that we may have to join in his laughter when he says these funny things. Then the last question is not taken, that we will discuss after completing the 3rd part of our lesson. Now I think this is sufficient. Okay, just go through your lesson and listen to the video, understand the lesson, learn things so that it will be easy for you. I don't say that you have to learn anything by heart. Understand the things clearly so that it will be quite okay for you. So, thank you.